Hi, Larry, and others on this thread about vowels and endings, and then also vowels in Italian. I want to give just a mention quickly something that I believe is a case of interlanguage, Larry. For myself, and as you know, I've been living in France for over 30 years. I married a French lady, and I've lived and worked here. I did all my studies here, all my graduate studies here, pretty much, and wrote my thesis in French, and have spent years, integrated in the French culture. However, I've noticed over the past year, maybe 2 years, 3 years, one colleague specifically, and my partner, that that they pick up. They're expecting a feminine vowel la, okay, in la on words, feminine words, or non-marked words. However, I won't pronounce la, but I won't pronounce le, but they hear le as the masculine. And I'm pronouncing what I call vowel neutralization. So I create a neutralized vowel in fast speech, only in fast speech. It never happens in slow speech. Never happens in slower. But if I'm in a conversation that's moving quickly, right, and I don't want to slow down the conversation at all, I will neutralize certain vowels to keep the flow. And what happens in some people, not all, that they'll pick up on this says, yeah, but that needs to be a la, not a le. And I said, I didn't pronounce le because I know what this is. This is not a question of competency and knowledge at all. This is a question of behavior, right? And I don't think that I did this intentionally, but I think that in the context of fast speech over so many years, I found that it was faster to neutralize certain vowels in order to keep the speech going. And this does not happen. I haven't noticed this in other English speakers at all. But many English speakers will tend to speak a little bit slower, but I can speak quite quickly, quite fast. I think that this vowel neutralization, I'll probably write something else. I'm going to do some research on this because I'm sure that this has been covered somewhere in the literature at all, somewhere I'm sure. And to see what this is in certain cases, right? But vowel neutralization for me in French at least it's a tactic to be able to keep the speed and to keep a very fast conversational speed. Only certain vowels, right? And it tends to be the definite articles.